Sports tonight on Channels Television. Let's get into the CAF Champions League zone now. A lot of interesting results, particularly for Nigerian teams. MFM. Before that pops up, what happened to MFM really?
Well, on a lighter note, it ended 6-love.
6-love. It's all love, man. I like that.
I think they were overwhelmed by the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You can't give what you don't have. They met a better team in all perspective. I didn't see the game live, but I stayed up over the course of the night to watch the game again. And I was like, even if they gave their best than they could have given on the night, they just couldn't measure up to what their opponent had on the night. And seeing them concede 2 goals in less than 10 minutes, they felt like a pack of cards. It ended 4-0 in the first half. In the second half, they tried to at least do damage control, but we still saw the goals coming. Yes, it's learning curve for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they would want to continue in their quest for glory on the continent with the CAF Confederations Cup. I believe everything they have garnered in terms of exposure will bode well for them coming back to the NPFL and hopefully help their cause towards qualifying for CAF club competitions in the next edition.
That's right. So Kayode has told us the way we should address that result. 6-love. For the love of the game, yes. I'll use the aggregate 7-2. Someone should ask you, is it a football man? I say yes with a straight face. I'll move on. Let's get into Plateau United now. If you say 6-love for MFM, you cannot say 1-love for Plateau United, because at some point in your bones, someone just tells that they can do it, but they didn't do it.
It was quite unfortunate. When I was following the game on Twitter, and I saw them score quite early in the game, Tosin putting them ahead, and they had hit the frame of the goal before then. I thought Plateau United were really up for this. And I could imagine the manager setting the guys up to really go out there and attack, because they needed at least 2 clear goals to give themselves any chance of qualifying to the next stage. They tried as much as they could, but the damage was done in the first leg. That early capitulating, conceding 3 goals in the opening 10 minutes was what cost them really dearly. And I feel really sad for Kennedy Boboya and the boys, because they gave it all they could have possibly given, but it wasn't just happening for them. But like I said earlier, it's the exposure that these kind of competitions give you that want to give you that impetus to come back. And I feel Nigerian clubs have got to show that bit of consistency of competing at this level year in, year out. Next time out, the last time out it was Enugu Rangers, Wiki Tories, and I think it was Rivers United and one other team. The next time, we didn't see those 4 teams again, another 4 set. And I hope that next day will not be another 4 set, because we cannot garner experience like this. Experience has to be that level of consistency, playing at this level year in, year out. If you still Plateau United in this competition next year, and Kenny Boboye is still the coach, you would see a different Plateau United in the CAF Champions League, because they've learned something, not just the football, the logistics, the way things are done, the politics in the boardroom, everything. It's an amalgam of everything, not just the football on the field. But I just feel very unfortunate for Plateau United. Right. But they have an opportunity in the CAF Confederation Cup, but they would have been thinking of that money they would have gotten for getting into the group stages. The
business stage of the CAF Champions League.
Morning spinning.
I know that could have done so much for Plateau United or even MFM. Hey, but that's football. Sometimes the narratives don't just go the way you want it to go. Remember, you can keep talking to us, Twitter, Channels _sports, Facebook, Channels Sports, in the CAF Confederation Cup. Kayode, we wanted Aqua United to prove a point to their fans, win at home, but they couldn't just complete it. Nervy penalty shootouts.
Yeah, quite nervy. Like we did say in the introductory remarks, the heroics of Ojo Olonreleke saving 3 penalties. They couldn't get a goal in the first half. And I was like, Aqua United, not again. Don't do what happened to the Hawks when they tried to get the back of the net, but just couldn't. Eventually, Asuko got the only goal. Then it went into penalty kicks. And we saw the likes of Etienne Matthews, Cyril Olisema, and Kelly Kester getting goals for the Nigerian side. But I think they should just work on converting their chances, because now you're going into the playoff round of the CAF Confederations Cup. If you are unable to, other teams will take advantage and you will lose your chances.
We're now talking about the CAF Confederation Cup. Yes, our Nigerian teams reign supreme in that one. So Nigeria, we're having 4 teams in the CAF Confederation Cup. MFM Football Club of Lagos, Plateau United, Football Club of Jos, Akwa United of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and Eimba Football Club. In Yobong, let's talk through this. Akwa United showed some composure in this one, but there's just something wrong. They need to start scoring not just a goal, but goals at this stadium.
Kyle said it clearly. They've got to start taking the chances. They've got some really nifty, creative footballers, and Eke Masuko, who got the only goal yesterday, was absolutely outstanding. But I saw a bit of sloppiness with the Akwa United side. There were chances from the Al-Ittihad side. They created chances.
Well, get back to you. This is what we don't want in African football. And some not African teams do this. You don't, and just to think about it, that this player that was obstructing the referee isn't even in the field of play.
It was an embarrassing situation. It was really, really embarrassing. The North Africans would argue that they had a legitimate goal chalked off. They had an opportunity to score. I personally think that it was a goal. But it's the referee. You still have to allow these human errors. Referees make mistakes everywhere in the world, in Europe, in South America. But it is so shameful to see a player attack an official, go close to the referee and charge at him. It's quite embarrassing. You do not want to see this in African football, and we hope that CAF will respond to this. And Austin, as a fan, this is the side of football you do not want to watch. You do not want to watch this because it can be nerve-wracking. Ojo Olorunleke had a pretty good record at Sunshine Stars, saving penalties, coming over to Akwa United. I'm sure a bit of the fans of Akwa United would have thought about that record and said maybe he would bail us out, and he did a cracking job yesterday. And Kaide said it well. Akwa United need to take advantage of the chances they create because they're going into the next stage of a competition, and at this stage it is now or never. It's do or die. I mean, you're going to meet sides who, with due respect to Al-Ittihad, are better than them. So Akwa United have got to take their chances, because when you hear that the Algerian side thumped MFM 6-0, it wasn't just about just playing and carving out MFM. It was creating opportunities and taking them. So Akwa United need to learn a lesson from it. I'm glad to see the fans so excited.
That's right. You know, we mentioned this, and then we'll continue to say well done to the fans whenever they turn up at the stadium to support their teams. And you can see the fans came out, and this is a very big stadium by the way, but the fans still came out to support Akwa United, and maybe Coyote, that was what made the difference.
No, certainly, when you have vociferous fans cheering you on, it boosts your morale. And Ojo Olorunleke, like Nyobong did say earlier, from his days at Sunshine Stars, the young man has grown in leaps and bounds in his quality as a goalkeeper. And the calmness he exuded yesterday showed the fact that he has come of age, and he saved 3 penalties.
He did at the ITO Cup too for Akwa United.
Yes, certainly. The young man has really done well for himself, and that's what you need when you are at home. But in addendum to what he did say earlier, as regards the conduct of North Africans, whenever they come to this part, it's shameful. CAF needs to do something about it. Even same Algiers at Agege Stadium. At the first leg, their coach broke the bar for the bench. The glass bar. Got it broken, and the attitude was like, okay, do your worst.
What's the effect of Monsuru's goal?
I don't know. And whenever they come to this part of the world, we are hospitable. We host them well. But over there, the shenanigans try to destabilize our boys. I understand it's all the politics and whatever. But CAF needs to give a hard stand.
It's so wrong. This. Let's see that again. It was so wrong.
A player that's on the bench. You know, moving on to the pitch and, you know, being in the face of the referee, it's unacceptable. CAF should do something about it, and punitive measures should be taken to serve as a deterrent to other countries and players alike.
Because Austin, that's the goal that the linesman chopped over, and they got really. I thought I've seen the footage, and I thought it was a clear goal. But it happens. It happens. I mean, you cannot charge at the referee, an official like that, no matter what the decision is.
And they went physical.
It cannot happen. I mean, I'm looking at CAF, and I'm hoping that they see this footage, and there's got to be a 6-7 match ban for any footballer who will charge it. Look at that, Austin. That is disgraceful. Look at that. charging at the referee. You can talk with your mouth. You cannot be
holding the referee, stopping the referee from doing his job.
That's an assault, Austin. And in football,
even stopping the game.
It's unacceptable.
It is. It's unacceptable.
Really.
It shouldn't be happening at this level.
It's good we got that. It's good we got that. We'll continue to talk about it. I mean, sometimes persons are quick to blame the fans. Oh, fans are always causing trouble. But we still need to educate some players.
That's insightful, Austin.
Yeah.
The Aqua United fans could have reacted. Could have said, you cannot be beating people at our ground.
Okay.
They could have reacted. They showed a bit of composure in ensuring that things went very calm. But I thought that was quite insightful, and it shouldn't be in our game on the African continent.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Totally unacceptable. Over to the Confederation of African Football. You don't need any reports. The video, it's clear, the conduct of the players, and even an official was there, an official of Al-Ittihad. Totally unacceptable. Let us play football for the love of the game. Let's continue quickly before we get into the MPFL. What was Eimba Football Club trying to do to their fans? No, because I just want to.
For the life of me, I was like, no, this is not happening. We went to Cotonou, we got a healthy, comfortable 2-goal lead. Started like a house on fire. Abdurrahman Bashir scoring in the 44th second. I'm like, okay, no wala.
Done.
Not knowing that they will give us hypertension and what have you. For me, I felt they allowed the Benin side get into the game. I was wondering, you have experienced players who have campaigned on the continent before now. Paul Igbogu needs to watch that, especially in the Confederations Cup. Do not get complacent.
That's right.
That was what happened yesterday. With due respect to the Benin side, they shouldn't be doing this to Nigeria.
I mean, this doesn't sound right, but I'm tempted to say they got complacent at the right time.
No.